it is that time again. The work cam, which can only mean one thing. Movie review. You. No? Okay. This one is a good one. It's a good one because, first of all, I said it is. And if you don't like it, then you can deal with it. Because this is The World's End. The third movie, co-starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. This one might be my favorite out of the Cornetto triple pack. If you don't know what that is, it's a DVD Blu-ray combo pack containing Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End. This is their third movie, I believe. I don't know if they're going to be doing another one anytime soon. Um, Either way, really quick, give you a throwdown of the movie. Basically, The World's End is about a group of friends who reunite after 20 years and are being dragged along by their old childhood leader, Gary, played by Simon Pegg, to conquer something called the Golden Mile. It's basically a pub crawl consisting of 12 different bars. And along their trip, they happen to notice something very different about their childhood town. Chaos ensues, and crazy robot aliens. And I'm not really giving out anything too much aside from what you've probably seen in the trailers already. As I said, it stars Nick Frost and Simon Pegg. Also, and there are any Sherlock fans out there, also starring Martin Freeman. And there's actually a brief appearance from Pierce Brosnan, any 007 fans out there. So anyway, yeah, this is the third movie in the Cornetto pack. Like I said, following Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. And just like its predecessor movies, this one also follows a similar pattern of storytelling, running jokes, and repeated story spots. Shaun of the Dead was a comic movie about zombies overrunning London, but there were times where it really was touching on some serious and heartfelt moments. Hot Fuzz was billed as a sort of a buddy cop movie, and a pretty good one, that takes itself way too seriously. I won't give up too much of that. Maybe we'll talk about the other two movies another day. This movie was a story about adventure. Starts off as a comedy that you don't take very seriously, and then you learn more about Gary and what he's going through, and it really touches on some serious aspects of life, something I was not expecting on finding in one of these movies. It was very interesting, to say the least. Well, I gotta say, I think this is my favorite out of the three, but I like the other two movies in very different ways, so it's really difficult to say this is the best. I'd say this is the one I feel like all the characters are a little more fleshed out. Hot Fuzz showed that too. There was a lot of character development in there, especially with Simon Pegg's character. But anyway, these types of movies usually have one huge thing going for them, and that's the central plot or the story. It always runs parallel with like the current adventure going on. Like it'll talk about something involving like um, one key moment or running aspect of the story, and then it'll have like the current adventure that the group is going on, and not only does it go like almost word for word or frame for frame, it pretty much runs parallel to the whole thing, which is really cool. The acting in this one was really good. The pace was very good. There were only a few spots where I felt that went like a minute or two too long. Maybe even felt a little out of place. If you've seen the movie, you might know where I'm talking about. There's a couple spots where the movie kind of felt like it took a very slow turn. Um, the actors, of course, were all on point. Everyone did an amazing job in this movie. Everyone worked really, really well together, as always. I've watching the behind the scenes for this one. Oh my gosh, everyone seems to have a blast. And that was everyone from Martin Freeman, Nick Frost, Simon Pegg, and even the lead female role, Rosamund Pike, who I was like, man, she looks so familiar. I couldn't for the life of me think of what I saw her, and I'm like, oh, she was in Gone Girl with Ben Affleck. Also another movie which I heard was really good. So maybe we'll talk about that another time. Um, yeah. So now Pike did amazing in this. Fun fact: I apparently while she was filming this movie, she was pregnant, which I thought they did a great job hiding. Although if you really are paying attention, you might be able to see the baby bump once or twice. So, uh, honestly, congrats to her for being such a huge team player in this. I mean, that was awesome. So, running through the pros and the cons. The pros obviously are the characters, the story and the plot, the setting, the narration. Of course, Simon Pegg does an awesome job as narrating. Um, I find him more interesting to listen to than Morgan Freeman, and that's just because I'm getting sick of his voice. The pacing was very good. The overall acting was still good. The only negatives are like one or two of the subplots they had going felt kind of flat. I would have liked to see more of Rosamund Pike in this movie. Um, I feel like the movie really could have benefited if it was like another 15, 20 minutes longer than what it was, but for what it was and the pace, like I said, the pacing was good, and you really don't want to run the risk of um, it going too long. So, anyway, moving on to my final opinion of the movie. It's a great movie. It's a really good movie. These are all their movies that these two do together are really fun. They're always an enjoyment to watch. When Simon Pegg usually gets away from Nick Frost and how he usually does his movies, it's a little debatable how they are. Um, Run, Fat Boy, Run was one of those that I was just like, it's okay at parts, but a lot it did not feel the same. But there's just something about these two, Nick Frost and Simon Pegg, and when they work together and they get their friends and fellow actors together, like there is such a cohesiveness that it's undescribable, and it's such a nice, awesome embrace that when you're watching, you're just like, yes, I'm hooked immediately. Um, as far as out of the three movies, I don't know how to rank it. At one point, I want to say it's awesome, and then I think of how awesome Hot Fuzz is, and then I think about Shaun of the Dead and the satire in that movie. But I'm saying each one of those is awesome for their own things, and that right there is just a testament to how awesome these guys are. The story is awesome and it's hilarious, and it fits the ending to the whole movie perfectly well. No spoilers on this review. Um, the negative don't even come close to scratching the surface on this. They're just nothing but gnats, just gnats in the wind. Uh, yeah, the negatives don't even come close. As I'm reading notes right here, yeah, the negatives don't even come close to touching or even affecting the quality of this movie. We know this movie is this movie obviously is comedy mixed with some satire and story of growing up and accepting responsibility and learning a lot about yourself and touching on like the aspects of humanity and freedom, filled from fun and entertainment from beginning to end. This is DVD worthy material. If um, and I should have established this earlier, like how I rank these. It's like, is it rental worthy? So basically, it's like DVD worthy, um, rental worthy, and made for TV worthy. This is clearly up in that echelon of must own on DVD. I wish I could have seen this in theaters on opening nights. I didn't, unfortunately. I saw Hot Fuzz in theaters and it was awesome. I did not see Shaun of the Dead in theaters. I wish I did. But if you like these kind of movies, I highly recommend you watch it. This is a great watch for anybody. Man, I would really look forward to seeing a fourth movie out of these guys, but it just makes you wonder like what they can do next. They've already tackled zombies and cop comedies and now the end of the world and alien robots. So it kind of makes you wonder what's next. I would I'm eager to see what could be next. But anyway, thank you guys for watching for this movie review. Um, tell me what you think. Other movies I should check out, maybe do a video for. Let me know your opinion of the movie. And yeah, Um, Again, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next review.